Hello everybody, welcome to BestUnder.in, and today we bring you the best phones under 7,000 rupees as of mid-2017. This price bracket is one of the most sought after in India, and hence there's a high competition between manufacturers, resulting in an array of phones that end up confusing the buyer. Hence, we have churned out the best phones that are to be considered if your budget revolves around this price bracket. As always, best buy links are given in the description below along with our Facebook and Twitter handles. Be sure to check them out. So without further ado, let's start with our favorite picks. The first phone to adorn our list is the best phone under 5,000 rupees, Sansui Horizon 2. Usually we don't recommend buying Android phones below the budget of 5k as they are crappy and impractical as of today's standards, but people still buy those phones, and hence if you are one of them, then this is the phone to consider. The phone does not boast of anything extraordinary, but firstly, it's a 4G VoLTe phone. Secondly, it has a Mediatek processor and not Shark or Spread Trump chips. Third, it has a 16GB expandable memory and 2GB of RAM. And last but not the least, it has a decent 2450 mAh battery that will easily last you a day of casual usage. The phone additionally also has an IR blaster, 5-inch HD screen and Android Nougat out of the box, which is very good for the price. But again, don't expect highly from this phone, especially if you've used an Android smartphone from higher price ranges. It is just very good for the price it comes for and is worth buying if that's your budget. Also, if you find a phone with better specs than this one at 5k, then please make sure that it's a 4G phone. There's no point buying a 3G phone in mid-2017. Better buy a feature phone if that's the case, or wait for the cheapest Jio 4G phone that will be soon in the markets. The next phone on our list is according to us the best phone under 6,000 rupees and should be considered if your budget cannot go further than 6k. In fact, for people who have a budget under 5k, I suggest they should somehow try to up their budget to 6k and buy this incredible phone from Xiaomi, the Redmi 4A. Xiaomi, due to some constraint, cannot come to India with a Mediatek processor, and this has resulted in some very undisputable awesome budget phones, and one of them is the Redmi 4A. In fact, this is one of the cheapest phones to feature a Snapdragon chipset with a 13-megapixel rear and 5-megapixel front shooter. The 5-inch HD screen is backed up by 3000 mAh battery, which will easily last 1.5 days. The only drawback in this phone is the trademark hybrid dual SIM slot that restricts dual SIM users to 16GB of storage, and of course the annoying Xiaomi flash sales. You have to be lucky to buy this great phone. Finally, coming to the main aim of this video, the best phone under 7,000 is undoubtedly again from Xiaomi, the Redmi 4 2GB version. This phone from Xiaomi is a successor to the Redmi 3S and is a significant upgrade with fingerprint sensor and Snapdragon 435 chipset embedded inside. Unlike the Redmi 3S, this phone does come with a 2.5D Gorilla Glass protection and an improved camera pair. The trademark massive 4100 mAh battery is still retained, and the host of sensors have also been included. The negatives though are still the same, that is a hybrid SIM slot and no fast charging for the big battery. Also, not to mention the annoying flash sales. So if 7k is your budget, then do try your luck on the flash sales and don't miss out on this best 7,000 rupees smartphone. Now let's assume you have had it with the Xiaomi flash sales and luck wasn't much of a friend to you. Then in that case, you are left with two options. First is the recently launched Moto C Plus, and second is the Swipe Elite Sense. The Moto C Plus is also a great phone under 7,000 rupees despite missing out on the fingerprint sensor and sporting a Mediatek processor. For low budget phones like this one, Mediatek chipset is just fine. The good thing about this phone is that it is a Moto phone, and like its rival Redmi 4, this one also has an insane 4000 mAh battery supported by quick charge. The phone comes with dedicated slots, and hence memory won't be a problem for dual SIM users, and also the almost stock Android 7.0 and front flash adds to its charm. Other than this, the phone is pretty basic and has only the basic sensors, that is accelerometer and ambient light sensor. So if you want a phone from a reliable brand with a good storage and good battery, then Moto C Plus should be your second best choice. Lastly, if somehow you miss both option 1 and option 2 for the best phones under 7000, then the last phone to rescue you will be the Swipe Elite Sense. Technically, Swipe Elite Sense has the best specs like fingerprint sensor, 3GB RAM, 32GB ROM, 13 megapixel rear and 8 megapixel front shooter, but it loses out on the chipset and battery front. It houses the Snapdragon 425 chipset and decent 2500 mAh battery. Also, the fact that Swipe is not an established brand adds to its misery. So if RAM, ROM and selfie is what you want, then this one does have an edge over the other options. According to us, this is the third best option for phones under 7000 rupees. So these were the best phones that you should consider if your budget was under 7000 rupees. If you decide on buying any one of them, then best buy links are given in the description below. Be sure to use them. And if you have any thoughts or suggestions, then drop them down in the comment section. A prompt reply awaits you. Finally, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Have a good day.